I've been tattooing since 1988.
Wow.
So 21 years. A lot of people are intimidated if you're heavily tattooed. You know, like I say, they just think you're a hood. In my opinion, it's really only narrowed-mindedness. I mean, I was always raised, you know, don't judge a book by its cover sort of thing.
What do you advise people who come in and want to tattoo?
If they're already tattooed, not a lot. If they haven't been tattooed before, to consider very carefully what they're getting, and also to go to a reputable studio. Think about what you're doing and don't just rush into it for the sake of, you know, impressing your friend. It's a personal thing, it's there for life. There was a huge boom, probably sort of 10 years back or so, of European art students, but they all kind of figured you can make a decent living out of tattooing. Of guys with just amazing art skills turning their hand to tattooing rather than becoming, you know, graphic designers and what have you. And I think a combination of the exposure of that and the artwork itself, you know, being of such a high standard, people started to see it as an art form rather than just, you know, marking yourself to intimidate sort of thing.
Have you ever regretted one of your own tattoos?
Probably just the main regret is ending up with some fairly poor quality work that's unfortunately in a very visible sort of spots, you know. But there's regrets, but I mean, you just learn to live with it. It's there, it's, you know. I wouldn't say I sort of lose any sleep over it, or the clearly visible tattoos, i.e. my hands, my neck and stuff like that. It's all well and good most of the time, but every now and then it'd be nice to just sort of be able to blend in with the crowd, and you know, there's been times where I've been judged for it, you know, just things like trying to find a house to rent. You know, they take one look at you and presume that you're trouble. So many young guys are coming in and all they want is their hands and their neck tattooed, and I think that's purely, you know, they want to look heavy and intimidating and what have you. I really don't think it's a wise move. A lot of the early work, thought I was God's gift, and then, you know, 2 years more experience, realised that I wasn't at the time. You know, I wish I could sort of erase the first couple of years of me tattooing, where there's a lot of my good friends were guys that I started working on, you know, before I really knew what I was doing.